rummaging around in these small stones, I found this really nice concretion with a piece of bone in it. I wonder if it's a vertebra. It's got the symmetry that you think a vertebra would have. There's always something interesting over here. So Craig was saying this is travertine. Where does it form? In the marshes?
Yeah, it's where I guess all the carbonates are getting leached out of the bedrock here, and then sometimes it'll precipitate around plant stems or roots.
Yeah, there's one. There's a big hollow going through there.
So that would be the challenge of radiocarbon dating it. This could be recycled old carbon.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
That would be the challenge.
I think I just found my first pyritized nautiloid. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Have a look at that. I think I found something really great. Have a look at that. That is a moa bone. What part of it is it? TMT?
Tarsometatarssus?
Yeah.
Ankle.
The ankle where it goes. That is incredible.
That's beautiful. There you go, just like that. Average day turns into a fantastic day.
This is literally the only part of a moa I would recognize. The tarsometatarssus. That is crazy. That was on my bucket list for so long. Look at the size of that. Well guys, there's another bucket lister. I can't stop smiling. Just look at that. Actual moa bone, and actually it looks like it's been fossilized or mineralized. Look at it. It's big. Would have been a big moa. So another piece of moa bone Craig found up in the hill there. Oh, you can see that texture in there.
That honeycombing that you get on the inside of a moa bone. So it'll be like one of the long bones. Who knows if it fits on yours? Yeah, it looks very similar, doesn't it? Could be.
Saw this rock, and something about it was just a little bit weird. Flipped it over. That's a piece of bone. I think that's part of a skull of something. Such a broad piece. Well, I'm back from the hunt. What a hunt that turned out to be. It started off super slow. We didn't find anything for like an hour or two. And then it just happened. I mean, new species for me, this nautiloid. I haven't got anything like that before. This whalebone is super cool. Such a weird shape. Can't wait to work on that. And then this this moa bone. This has been on my bucket list for ages. You've seen my videos, you know how many bones I've brought home that have turned out to be horse or cattle or sheep. And finally, there's a moa bone. No doubt about it, that's a moa bone. And then as well, this piece of cetacean bone, this is part of the skull. one of the skull plates, and it's big. I don't know if it's bigger than what a dolphin would have been. Maybe it was like a killer whale or something. But it's incredible. It's so cool that it's got bone on this side, bone on that side, and it's thick. Let's have a closer look here at the finds. First one was this nautiloid. And you can actually see the chambers inside. It is so cool. This piece of whale bone, or cetacean bone, it's very strange looking. So it goes there, and then it goes all the way through to the back. I'll spend a bit of time on this at some point. It's going to have to join the queue of things waiting for prep though. Here's that skull element. I mean, look at it. There's so much bone going on here. It really is something quite unique. And then, I think this is one of my top 3 finds. The tarsometatarsas of a moa. This bird would have been big. I'm not sure if it was one of the giant moas or one of the medium-sized ones. I think probably a medium-sized one. But even that's a big bird. You're talking ostrich-sized bird. I've washed all the dirt off, and it's really quite brittle. It's definitely fossilized. There's no bone in there anymore. It's been replaced with a mineral, but it feels quite brittle, and I want to preserve as much of the honeycomb as I can. So I'm going to try and stabilize it a bit, use a bit of consolidant on it. Might be interesting for anyone wanting to see how that's done. So let's head over to the workspace, aka the garage. What I'm going to use as the consolidant today is these paraloid B72 beads that I've dissolved in some acetone over here. Basically what happens is when you then paint that solution onto the fossil, the acetone evaporates after it penetrates all the little pores and leaves behind these plastic beads in a very, very thin layer, and just consolidates and strengthens the fossil and just stops it from deteriorating. The reason why I use the B72 beads is because it's completely reversible. So if you decide you've put too much on or you don't want it on there anymore, you just use pure acetone and that will get rid of it. I'm just using any old brush. It's like a little artist brush. You'll see it evaporates quite quickly. There we go, and that's gone. So that's now left behind a thin layer of the plastic. And then what I do is I'm just going to go all over into these little pores. And it doesn't really matter if some places have a bit more or a bit less. It doesn't add a shine or a sheen to it. Thanks for watching, everyone. That was a great hunt, and I hope you enjoyed just a bit of a demo on how I use consolidant on the fossils. I was thinking what might be a good idea for a little bit of a slideshow at the end of the video is that if you found anything cool in the last week or so, email it through to me with a description of what it is and where you found it, and I'll tag it on at the end of the video. Thanks, I'll see you guys on the next hunt.